Welcome back to the Nap Lab. Today we're reviewing the Serta iSeries Hybrid. The iSeries comes in 3 different tier levels and offers 3 different firmness options. For this review, we tested the standard level with the medium firmness. So, this standard iSeries model is a 12-inch hybrid with a cooling cover, memory foam, and polyfoam comfort layer, and a zoned pocketed coil support base. Serta, with their sheep mascots, have been around for 100 years. Has this experience led them to make one of the best hybrids money can buy? Or are they coasting on their legacy reputation? We put the mattress through our battery of 10 objective and data-driven tests to find out. Jumping right into the meat of our review, here is the performance scorecard that resulted from our analysis. As you can see, it scored well in many categories, but it's not without room for improvement. It earned excellent scores in the low 9 range for cooling, edge support, and pressure relief. From there, motion transfer, off-gassing, and company earned good scores in the low to mid 8s. But the lowest scores belong to response time and sex, with the 7.5 and the 7.7 respectively. Altogether, the standard iSeries earned an overall performance score of 8.61, which puts it right in the average range of all mattresses we've tested to date. However, the price tag is above the average, costing sleepers an extra 48%, or $681 for a queen-size mattress. As mentioned earlier, the iSeries has 3 firmness options that they label as plush, medium, and firm. The medium version we tested is a 6 out of 10, which gives it a medium firm feel. While we didn't directly test the other 2 models, my experience when looking at their materials and design says that the plush version would be rated at a 4 and the firm at an 8, where 10 is the most firm. Notably, the plush or firm models are only available in the enhanced or ultimate versions of this mattress. Next, we're going to talk through what the Serta iSeries does best. First, the mattress has excellent cooling performance with a cover that is cool to the touch for that extra refreshing sensation. Second, the mattress offers excellent pressure relief for back, stomach, and side sleepers alike. Third, you can sit or lie directly on the edge and it holds up well. The mattress is equipped with a perimeter support foam that's 4 inches wide and 8 inches tall. This foam layer helps to reinforce the edge support. However, all mattresses aren't ideal for all sleepers. Let's talk through the important consideration points for the iSeries Hybrid. First and foremost, the price is a bit steep. At $2,100 at the time of this video, it is well above both the average hybrid price and the average cost among all mattresses we've tested to date. Second, the response time for the iSeries is a fair bit slower compared to the average. It's not terrible by any means, but it could make the surface a bit hard to move around on for some sleepers. Finally, sex performance is hindered by its low bounce score. This means the dance without pants could be more strenuous and tiring due to the lack of pushback. Your body weight and sleeping position impact the types of mattress that are best able to support you. Our analysis is designed to help match the correct mattress to the right body types and sleeping positions. The iSeries Hybrid is available in 3 different levels, including standard, enhanced, and ultimate. Each of the different levels has a slightly different material configuration and provides 1 to 3 different firmness options, including plush, medium, and firm. Having multiple firmness options is ideal, as it helps ensure there is a comfort level that can meet your body's needs and preferences. For our money, the iSeries is suitable for sleeper weights up to 300 pounds and all sleeping positions. Based on all my tests to date, an analysis of the materials, and my subjective experiences, I'm confident most sleepers will find support on the Serta iSeries Hybrid is excellent. Be sure to visit us over at naplab.com/mattress-quiz. There, you can submit your needs and preferences, and we'll send you back a personalized recommendation based on your inputs. Next up, we're going to move on to our individual performance tests. At NapLab, we test each mattress by analyzing according to 10 different factors that impact feel, comfort, and performance. First up, we have a cooling test. To measure cooling, we lie on the mattress for 15 minutes, allowing it to absorb body heat. Then, we get off the mattress and take periodic measurements of the surface level temperature. Our tests show how the mattress retains and releases heat and overall cooling performance. Mattresses that breathe better, retain less heat, and sleep cooler are better, as they allow sleepers to maintain a comfortable temperature. The Serta iSeries Hybrid has excellent cooling. During our test, I did not feel any significant level of heat retention around my body. The mattress seems to breathe well and doesn't get hot. The mattress is equipped with a cooling cover, which does have a notably cool to the touch feel. In addition, the iSeries also uses a memory foam layer infused with carbon fiber, which is designed to help better resist heat retention. Overall, I'm pleased with the design, materials, and quality. all of which seem to be having a positive impact on cooling performance. In our objective temperature test, we measured a max surface level temperature of 90.7 degrees Fahrenheit. This is 1.0 degrees more than the average of 89.7 degrees based on all of our tests to date. After getting off the mattress, the temperature declined by 6.0 degrees from minute 0 to 1, which is 1.2 degrees cooler than the average 0 to 1 minute decline of 4.8 degrees. When we consider the combination of objective data, my subjective experiences, and an analysis of the materials, I'm confident in my view that cooling is excellent. For the sinkage test, we lie on the mattress. In addition, we use a 12-pound medicine ball to test pressure point sinkage. Deeper sinkage can cause sleepers to feel overly enveloped by the material layers, while less sinkage can make you feel that you're sleeping more on top of the mattress as opposed to in it. Sinkage is a preference factor. Some prefer more, others less. The Serta iSeries Hybrid has deep sinkage. During our test, we measured a pressure point sinkage depth of 2.32 inches. This is 0.16 inches more sinkage than the average sinkage depth of 2.16 inches based on all of our tests to date. The mattress creates a dramatic body contouring hug. The Serta iSeries has more of a modern memory foam feel. By that I mean there is lots of hug and contour, and the foams closely wrap your exact shape. However, the material responsiveness is still reasonably quick, and there is no sensation of feeling stuck or overly enveloped in the mattress. Even lighter parts of my body were able to sink down in the mattress, creating a consistent and pleasant pressure relief. To test motion transfer, we place one 12-pound medicine ball on one side of the mattress and drop another 12-pound medicine ball on the opposite side. In addition, we use an accelerometer to objectively measure the motion generated by the medicine ball drop. Lower motion transfer is better as it helps sleeping partners avoid disturbing each other during the night. The Serta iSeries Hybrid has a low level of motion transfer. During our test, we measured a total acceleration range of 7.77 meters per second squared. This is 11% less motion transfer than the average of 8.74 meters per second squared. The 1-inch memory foam layer on top of the mattress and a lower than average level of bounce are both having a significant impact, helping to reduce and mitigate motion transfer. In our motion transfer chart, which visualizes our accelerometer data, we can see the highest motion peaks from 0 to 0.15 seconds. Motion plummets immediately thereafter, and by 0.74 seconds, we've returned to near zero levels of energy. Both the motion duration and motion intensity are kept to very reasonable levels. Overall, I'm pleased with the motion transfer performance and don't expect it will be an issue for most sleepers. To test response time, we place a 12-pound medicine ball on the mattress. Once it's fully at rest, we then quickly remove it and objectively measure the amount of time it takes the mattress to recover and resume its original shape. A faster response time is better, as quicker responding material layers better adapt to your changes in movement and prevent any type of a stuck feeling. The Serta iSeries Hybrid has a moderate material response. In our most recovered test, we measured a recovery speed of 0.6 seconds, which is 0.17 seconds slower than the average of 0.43 seconds based on all of our tests to date. In our fully recovered responsiveness test, we measured a recovery speed of 1.1 seconds, which is 0.13 seconds slower than the average of 0.97 seconds. The slower than average responsiveness speeds are primarily a result of the 1-inch memory foam layer on top of the mattress. This layer simply takes a little longer to recover back to its original shape after it's been compressed. Even so, while it is far from instant, it's not excessively slow either. The mattress is reasonably fast to recover and doesn't create any type of a stuck feeling. As a result, I found ease of movement was reasonably good as well. To run the bounce test, we drop a 12-pound medicine ball onto the mattress. We measure the maximum depth the ball sinks to before rebounding up, as well as the maximum height it achieved on the bounce. Bounce is a preference factor. Some prefer more, others less. However, more bounce is typically better than less, as it improves ease of movement, aids in response time, and improves sex performance. The Serta iSeries Hybrid has a low level of bounce. During our test, we measured a total bounce height of 7.02 inches. This is 2.28 inches less bounce than the average of 9.30 inches based on all of our tests to date. As with so many other performance areas, the 1-inch memory foam layer on top of the mattress is having a significant impact on the level of bounce. The memory foam has a slower than average responsiveness, which limits the level of bounce and mature recovery. The lower bounce is great for lowering motion transfer. However, it's also the primary reason that sex performance on the mattress is far from ideal. While the level of bounce is below average, it's still sufficient enough to create reasonably good ease of movement. For an assessment of edge support, I lie on and sit on the edge of the mattress to measure the level of support and compression. Less singage while sitting and lying directly on the edge of the mattress is better, as it creates a more supportive edge for sleeping, lounging, and amorous activities. The Serta iSeries Hybrid has excellent sitting edge support, support and excellent lying edge support. In our sitting edge support test, we measured a sitting sinkage compression of 3.75 inches. This is 0.30 inches less sitting sinkage than the average of 4.05 inches based on all of our tests to date. Even when sitting directly on the edge of the mattress, I felt well supported and there was no collapse of materials. While lying directly on the edge of the mattress, I felt the support was excellent in all sleeping positions. The iSeries Hybrid uses a robust edge support foam that runs along the entire perimeter of the mattress. This foam is 4 inches wide and 8 inches tall. It is undoubtedly having a significant impact on edge performance for both sitting and lying. Our sex test uses a weighted formula to assess sex performance. Higher bounce and more supportive edge are the most important factors, with noise, pressure relief, and cooling being lesser weighted inputs. Mattresses with more bounce and better edge support perform better for sex, as do mattresses that don't make as much noise and are more comfortable to lie on. The Serta iSeries Hybrid has fair sex performance. On the positive side, noise is minimal, while edge support, pressure relief, and cooling are all excellent. The biggest drawback for the mattress is simply the lack of bounce. At just 7.02 inches of total bounce height, the iSeries has notably less bounce than average. When it comes to sex performance, more bounce is almost always better than less. Ideally, I want to see 10 inches of bounce or more. Suffice to say, the iSeries Hybrid is far from that mark. More limited bounce certainly helps motion transfer, but when it comes to sex performance, it makes the mattress more difficult and strenuous for amorous activities. Our pressure relief test is a measure of overall pressure relief performance. We analyze materials, layers, thicknesses, density, and design elements in conjunction with a subjective assessment of our experience while lying on the mattress. Mattresses with better pressure relief are able to create a more comfortable sleeping surface. The Serta iSeries Hybrid has an excellent level of pressure relief. During our test, I felt no significant pressure points on my body. The mattress remained perfectly comfortable to lie on during our tests. The Serta iSeries Hybrid has 1.16 inches less comfort material than the average comfort layer thickness of 4.16 inches based on all of our tests to date. Despite the more limited comfort layer, I was pleasantly surprised and pleased with the quality, performance, and feel of the foams that the iSeries uses. Each foam layer looks and feels high quality and feels good on the body and in hand. The mattress does a nice job of creating ample comfort, pressure relief, and body contouring hug without creating any type of a stuck feeling or pressure points. In our pressure mapping test, we measured a max PSI of 0.87. PSI of 2.0 is a high pressure point, and the iSeries didn't come anywhere near those levels. When I consider our objective pressure mapping test, material thickness, material quality, and my subjective experiences on the mattress, I'm confident most sleepers will find the pressure relief to be excellent. To evaluate off-gassing, we assess the mattress following the initial unboxing, taking a subjective measure of any strong smells. We monitor the mattress over a period of days until the mattress no longer has a strong odor. Mattresses with a less strong odor or an odor dissipates more quickly are better. The Serta iSeries Hybrid had a strong smell upon arrival. The mattress smelled for 7 days. This is 0.6 days longer than the average smell duration of 6.4 days. The company score takes a look at the factors that may influence your experience with the mattress. Factors include length of the trial period, warranty, shipping costs, return costs, trust, and country of origin. Serta mattresses come with a 120-night trial period and a 10-year warranty. Shipping and returns are both free. I would recommend the Serta iSeries Hybrid for sleepers who are looking for a mattress with a more traditional coil mattress experience. The limited 2 inches of foam above the coil unit create a feel with a slightly dramatic contour and minimal sinkage. Another reason to consider the iSeries is its cooling performance. On top of a pleasant cooling cover made with phase change materials, the limited foam layers provide less material to trap heat, and its coil unit is innately highly breathable. Just remember that you will need to have a larger budget of around $2,100 and up for the higher tier levels. Overall, this is a fairly good mattress with excellent pressure relief, though it is priced a little high and it's probably more due to the Serta brand name. Even under $2,000, there are some better options. As a result, this is a tough one to recommend strongly. All that said, if you do want to try a mattress in person, this can be a good fit since it's widely available in many retail and brick and mortar stores. Well guys, if you have this video, I hope you found it helpful. Comments or questions, please drop us those notes down below. If you're interested in buying the mattress, we've got a link in the description. For more from NapLab, be sure to get subscribed, ring that bell, and visit us over at naplab.com. As always, thank you so much for watching.